Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make another dish that has originated from Sri Lanka. As I have originated from Sri Lanka, I do tend to eat a lot of these dishes, or I've grown up eating a lot of these dishes, and some of these dishes always remind me of home. My home is in Malaysia, but my grandparents were from Sri Lanka and they used to cook these dishes for us when we were growing up. So the dish that I'm going to show you how to make is called Maravali Bhushani. It means tapioca and pumpkin. Essentially, that's the meaning of the word Maravali Bhushani. So it's a tapioca and pumpkin dish that is just boiled, and you just add some coconut milk and other ingredients, and it tastes so good with rice. You can also eat it with the sodi that I taught you how to make in the other video on my YouTube channel. So if you want to try this combination out, I promise you will not be disappointed. So let me show you what you're going to need. So for this dish, the first part, you've got two parts to this dish. The first part is the things that have to go into the pot that needs to be boiled. So for that part, the first part, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, 1 stalk of curry leaves, and 1 green chili that has been cut into 4. And you can remove the seeds again if you prefer. 1 cup of coconut milk. And here I have 1 kilo of tapioca. This is how it looks. I get it peeled and frozen because it's not easy to get the fresh tapioca here. So I've got 1 kilo of tapioca that has just been chopped up into this kind of cubes, and half a kilo of butternut pumpkin or any red pumpkin that you prefer, also cut into a similar size as the tapioca. If you want to make less, obviously just half the recipe, but whatever it is, the tapioca has to be double the amount to the red pumpkin. Okay, and then I've got about a cup of water here that we'll need to add to the pot so that we can help the vegetables cook. 1 onion that has been chopped, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2.5 tablespoons of chili powder. You can reduce the chili powder if you prefer, and salt to taste. So these ingredients are for the first part of the dish that need to go in and start boiling. Then for the second part, you need to temper the spices and add it at the end of the dish. So for that we need about half or quarter cup of oil, because we need to have enough oil so we can fry the onions. And then I've got about 1.5 teaspoons of mustard seeds, and 1 dried chili that has been cut up, 1 stalk of curry leaves, and 1 onion again. So I will show you what to do with these ingredients later. Let me show you what we're going to do with these next. So before we do anything else, we first need to add in all the ingredients except for the coconut milk into the pot. So I'm going to put in the chopped onions, the fenugreek seeds, the turmeric powder, the green chili and the curry leaves, the chili powder, salt, and some water. I'm just going to start with half the amount of water first, and you can turn on the stove and just stir that through. This dish is meant to be quite thick at the end. You don't want it to be a watery, soupy consistency. So just be careful how much of water you add, but you do have to keep an eye so that it doesn't burn. I think I'm going to add the whole cup of water, and then just let it boil slowly and keep stirring every so often so that it doesn't get stuck at the bottom of the pot. So now you can just keep stirring it until you can see that all the chili powder has mixed evenly, and then just let it boil, but keep an eye to make sure that it doesn't get stuck. So I feel like it's looking a bit dry, so I'm going to add another 2 or 3 cups of water. I think it needs to have a bit more water so that it can boil properly without burning. So if it reaches about halfway to where your vegetables are, that should be fine. And then you can just keep an eye as it's cooking. If you need to add water, you can just boil a bit of water and add boiled water rather than just adding cold water, because the cold water will bring down the temperature of the pot, and so it'll make the cooking time longer. So I've just added the 2 cups. So in total you'll need to add about 3 cups of water, and then let it start boiling slowly, and just keep an eye on it as it boils. So it's been about 10 minutes now, and you can see the pumpkin is starting to soften. The tapioca takes a bit longer to cook, so you just have to keep stirring it to make sure that it's not getting stuck at the bottom. So I'm just like trying to dig the parts that are at the bottom and move them to the top so that all the vegetables get to cook evenly. And then just let it continue boiling for another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. So I've had to add about another cup of water while it's boiling, because this pot is quite thin and it started getting caught at the bottom. So I've just added another cup of water, and I'm just letting it cook a bit more, because as you can see the tapioca is still not fully cooked. I can't get my spoon to smash it on the side of the pot. So the pumpkin is cooked, but the tapioca needs a bit more time. So just let it boil on a medium heat, and it will continue to thicken, and we'll add the coconut milk once the tapioca has finished cooking. So if you have a look now, you can see that the tapioca is slightly softer. Some of the other pieces were quite well cooked. This one, you see, you can put the spoon through. So I'm going to add the coconut milk and let it continue cooking so that the flavor and the coconut milk can cook as well. And just stir that through, and then just taste it for salt and see if there's enough salt. And if you feel like it's too spicy and you want to add a bit more coconut milk, you can. I will do that in a while, but for now just stir that through and let it boil for a few more minutes until it's thickened again and the tapioca has totally cooked through. Then you can turn off the stove and we'll do the next part of the dish. So I've tasted for salt, and I feel like my dish is a bit too spicy, so I'm going to add a bit more coconut milk. So if you followed the recipe at the beginning, then you need to change it to 1.5 cups of coconut milk, because I put in quite a bit of chili powder, and also the green chili that I put in is quite hot. So yeah, just adding that extra 1/2 cup of coconut milk will help to reduce the spice a little bit. But yeah, just let it boil a little bit more and make sure the tapioca is cooked. And once the tapioca is cooked, then you can temper your spices. Let me show you how to do that now. So now we're going to heat the oil in the wok. This is for the second part of the dish, the tempering of the spices. So make sure your oil is nice and hot, and then add in your mustard seeds. When you add in the mustard seeds, you have to wait for it to splutter. You'll hear them pop. Once it starts popping, you can add in your dry chilies, and your curry leaves. Be careful when you're adding your curry leaves because it will make the oil splash. And then add in your onions. And just fry that until your onions are nice golden brown. And then you can turn the stove off and add these ingredients into the pot with the tapioca and the pumpkin that we've already cooked. So I've just set that pot aside and I'm just frying this. Once this is brown, I'll add it to that dish. So when the onions reach this nice golden brown color, then we can turn off the stove and add it all into the pot of tapioca and pumpkin. And then just stir it through and it's ready to be served with some hot rice. And hope you enjoyed the video. Happy cooking!